I'll tell you what the biggest kick I got for me was growing up between the ages of 12 and 17. Really, the years that my mother was alive, 16, I'll tell you why, because you have to put them together to be allowed to do. And that's something that we don't have in this country no more, called the midnight movie.
Oh, yeah.
Every Saturday there was a midnight movie. The movie theater, if there was 2 movie theaters, let's say if it was Lemley,
yeah,
they would have 2 movie theaters going. One would definitely be the Rocky Horror Picture Show at midnight.
Every time.
And the other one would be, at that time...
Song Remains the Same.
It would be The Song Remains the Same, Pink Floyd Live at Pompeii.
Yeah.
Neil Young with the Crew. They had a movie that came out for a while. Boring as fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, even high on acid, you're bored to pieces. But then Neil Young came out with Crazy Horse. That movie came out, I think. There were a couple bands who had movies. The memorable 2 were Pink Floyd Live at Pompeii and
Song Remains
the Same. They probably had an 8 fucking movie rotation at this Fairview Cinema. But I tell you what movie they did have at midnight one Saturday because it was just overwhelming.
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now.
Oh.
We went to the midnight and it was just heavy fucking duty. Like at midnight when that double barrel Sunshine is peaking. Like when that acid is peaking, when you're tripping, you're freaking out on the bus, you're getting off the bus, you don't even know if it's a red light or a yellow light or a green light. You just walk across the street. Your friend has to pull you out of the street because you're tripping.
Yeah.
You think the car's 30 miles away, 30 yards away, but he's really 3 feet away. Like that's how sizzling we'd be when we'd stand online for that movie theater. And it wouldn't just be us.
Yeah.
If there was 80 people standing online, 60 of them were tripping balls just like we do with the same acid from the same neighborhood we got it in.
And sneaking booze in, too. Sneaking booze in.
Wolf Schmidt made those flat vodka bottles.
Yeah.
You get the big one, Wolf Schmidt.
That's it.
The silver label when we were kids.
Down the pants.
Yeah, right down the fucking pants. Yeah. And you got something inside to drink it with. I had a friend who would just drink the silver label straight. I was never a vodka straight type.
No snack bar needed.
No snack bar, no popcorn, no
none
nothing.
of that shit.
Once the movie turned off, once the light went down, Lee, you would hear 30 of these.
Yeah.
People flipping caps during the movie up in the air. So you're tripping on acid, and all of a sudden you see a fucking thing flying through the air. People would take the beer caps off the caps.
Flick them.
And they would fly through. I could never do that. I was retarded.
I had it down.
And you'd be tripping your balls off, and all of a sudden the thing would go flying through. You thought it was a fucking flying saucer.
It's amazing. I like to think that the times have changed. The kids weren't doing that, but I was just one of those 20 kids who went sober, got a Diet Coke and a small popcorn, and did none of I went to one movie high in high school, and it was hysterical. But I just didn't. I don't know why I didn't do it.
Oh, the midnight movie was just the best because you were out late style.
I think Yes had a movie.
Yep. AC/DC Let There Be Rock.
We did not have that.
Yeah. Later on, though, they had that.
Had never. I'm talking, this is
70.
75 through 81.
Yeah.
These were the prime years of midnight films, movie houses that specialized in 3 film afternoons.
Yeah.
So, especially in San Francisco.
Yeah.
On the main street off the Tenderloin, which I think is Mission.
Right.
The busy street there.
Yeah.
Right there in that first intersection, there was a movie house that used to play 3 movies for $2. That's when you want to kill an afternoon. Dog.
Yeah.
And you'd go in there at 11:45 and walk out of there at 6:15. You just sit and guys, I did it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I did it 1,000 times. That's how I would keep up on the. They'd do a Clint Eastwood festival.
Oh yeah,
Bruce Lee
Fest. Remember that one?
8 Fest, Conquest, the
All
real
of them.
fucking 8.
All
that
of them.
one 8 movie I put it on the other night. I couldn't even put it on. It's the most racist thing I've ever saw. And I didn't feel like that when I watched the first time I watched Planet of the Apes. I just felt like a kid.
Yep.
Now that I watched the new one with Marky Wahlberg, I'm like, this is the most racist fucking thing I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but those early ones were just sci-fi.
Listen, bro, the fucking Conquest of the Planet of the Apes when they took the masks off
Yeah.
underneath the tunnel in New York City. And I'm living in New York City.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking 7, and I'm living in New York City, and all of a sudden there's gorillas living underneath the fucking buildings because they showed the trains and they showed the Statue of Liberty, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. The statue was down. It's New York after the apocalypse. And it's run by apes and one good-looking fucking white dude.
Yeah.
I forget the blonde-haired dude. I forget what his name was.
Charlton Heston was the first one, right?
Was he? Yeah,
he was the first one.
He was the first one.
That was so great, man. Remember the second one, Battle Beneath the Planet?
Beneath is my favorite
Yeah,
one.
where they're worshiping the nuclear bomb.
The nuclear bomb,
Yeah.
and they take their skins
Yeah,
off.
that shit is creepy, right?
Bro, that shit was fucking real.
Oh, that shit is
you
creepy.
left there going, whoa, wait a second.
Yeah.
And they had that creepy music playing.
Oh, yeah.
Then it was Beneath, Conquest.
Yeah. And then Return to the Planet of the Apes, I think, or
Return.
something like that.
Yeah. There was 5 of them.
Yeah,
Five
five
or four
of them. Yeah. Ape Day, man. My mom dropped me up at like 10 a.m.
10 a.m., dog. And you
Yeah.
would sit there till 6:30,
All there.
eating popcorn and fucking...
Yeah, but how much of it was the acid that creeped you out? Because
Well, at that time, no, you weren't doing acid.
Yeah, no,
Like,
they were just kids.
If you went in there in the afternoon, you wouldn't be doing acid then. You'd be smoking pot.
I think it was a way for our parents just to have a cheap babysitter.
Yeah.
You know
and
what I
they
mean?
knew
50
nobody-
cents.
Yeah, nobody would bother you in
Yeah,
there.
you're just in there.
You go with 3 of your friends, you leave there fucking fired up. If it's 2 in the afternoon and you ain't high, go fuck yourself. Get out of my face. I want you around me like I want cancer in my ball sack. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna come around here looking at me with your fucking wide eyes, thinking that, I'm gonna reform. Go fuck yourself. My morning starts at 5:30 a.m. Either you're there or you're square. You know what I'm saying?